Great. So let's begin. First of all, you all need to create your Salesforce account, which I'm gonna give you a link how to create a Salesforce account into the Salesforce, and this is gonna be your lifetime free account, and you will be doing all the practice and everything into this account. Okay. Let me know if you all received it.
Yep.
Yep. So please,
Yes.
let's create the account first, and then, or you can create one account. I'm going to show you mine, Salesforce. Just give me a second. Let me just open it up first.
So if I have a Trailhead account, is it sufficient or is this different from the developer?
So if you already have it, the Salesforce account, is it a Trailhead account or is it like normal developer account?
It is a Trailhead account.
No, I want you to create a normal one.
Okay. I will wait
Okay.
how to create it.
So what you need to do, you just need to click on this link and then create an account. I'll share my screen. Let me know once you see it. You can see it, right? This is the Salesforce account, which I'm into right now.
But
Now,
what happened to the link?
sorry?
What happened to the link?
You have to create it. I'm going to show you that how you need to create.
No. I'm just looking for the link. Okay, got it. Yeah.
You got the link or no?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You do? Perfect. Just click on the link. Just open the link. Now you have to do sign up, which is on the right hand side of the page. If everyone can see my screen, now you have to create your account over here. It's really simple. It's very easy to do. Just enter your real name. There's no problem. You can use any name. Your real email address, like a Gmail one. Your role should be the admin one. Okay, the administrator. Company name could be anything. Okay, you can put any company name in here. There's no restriction. The company you're working for right now, you can use that company name here. There's nothing you need to worry about. The country you originally from or you live in, you just need to select the country name, the postal code of your country name, and then your username. Now, username is not gonna be your email address. If you use your email address as your username, in future you may face an issue because once the username is being created and it is there in the Salesforce system, you can never use that same username again. Okay, so it should be like a D. I'm just using mine. So @xyz.com. It could be like anything like this. Okay, whether it makes sense or it make no sense, there's nothing gonna hurt you. You can use any kind of email formatted username. There's nothing gonna make any difference. It's just that the email address should be your actual original one. The username could be anything. And then you click on sign up. Once you click on sign up, you'll be receiving one email to verify your account. If you are not getting an email in your inbox or in your folder, please do check your spam or junk, because sometimes these emails of Salesforce goes to spam or junk. Okay, please do check it there too. And it takes some time to send out an email. It is not like an immediate action. So once you click on sign up, it may take 2-3 minutes to get you the email in your inbox. Okay. So please do create this account. It is going to be really important for you to have this account, as we are going to use this account for your future activities. The activities which I'm going to give you in future, that is related to all practical scenarios of Salesforce. Though I don't give too many activities, but yes, we give activities. Okay, we give always after class. You get some questionnaires to work upon. Some not pre-designed questions, nothing like that. It is gonna be a real-time questions. Okay, the questions we have used in our previous batches that can be there, but on a recent activity only. No pre-designed or no Salesforce questionnaires. Okay.
So for me, it is not allowing. It's saying that sorry, we can't enroll you in Salesforce Developer Edition account because the email address you enrolled is already in use. I used a different one. Still, it's
Can you share the screenshot over the chat?
Not getting-
you want a screenshot?
Yep, over the chat.
So it is in the email. So I am checking my email through my mobile.
Okay, it says that we cannot let you sign up because you already. Can you just confirm? Are you using this email address on any of your other Trailhead accounts?
I used my Trailhead account, another email. I have two emails, so let me check another even.
Yes, it should not be a problem till the time you are not using the email address you're using already on Trailhead, because Trailhead account is also count as a developer account, but that logs you in directly into the Trailhead activities. So the activity we will be doing it may impact your current activities you have already done in the Trailhead. Anybody else also tried it?
I'm creating the account right now.
Please do create.
Just need to confirm the email. I'll do that right away.
Sure. Guys, you have to create the account first. Please create it. Those who are not creating.
I'm waiting for the confirmation email to create
Can
it.
you check? Can you check the?
The spam.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It takes some time. I'm done with my account creation.
You're done. Perfect.
Yeah.
It takes some time. That's what I said. It takes like 1-2 minutes to hit you to your inbox.
I finished making mine too.
Sorry.
I finished making my account.
Okay. All right. So who all created it?
Yeah, I'm waiting for my confirmation. So
Yeah, I could create one.
Got created.
Yeah.
So I believe, yeah, please do create account. All right, guys.
okay, I have to get that.
Just
I'm still waiting for my account to email.
I have to get my other computer.
please do try to refresh your account, your inbox, or your spam folder. Just try to refresh. You will receive it because most of them received it. So it takes some time for few of the accounts, but not much more. Sai, you are able to create it. Mega, Jaya, Eric.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Oh,
I got it.
you got it?
I'm already in. Yep.
Perfect. Dinesh, Brandon.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I have it.
Perfect. Ashwini, Archana.
Yeah, I have it actually already.
Perfect. So now it's Narayan and Arun. Those who are not getting it, right?
Yeah, I'm checking my email. So
Okay. So it's a problematic part for Narayan, right?
Yes.
Not working for you. So for now, you
Yeah.
can start using your Trailhead account. If that is locked in, you can start using it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Once because it is saying that it has sent a verification code to my account, so it is not.
If it doesn't come, that's okay. You can leave it, but just
Proceed, please.
all right, perfect. So now we all have Salesforce account, and it looks something like this, right? When you enter into Salesforce account, it looks something like this, and this is your Salesforce view. Now, you all know about Salesforce, or do you know anything about cloud computing? What is cloud computing? Why all the businesses, companies using cloud computing so much? Any idea?
Mm. It's just like a AWS, right? Everything like it doesn't need the physical servers or anything in our company, in our at workspace. So you can just like go in a cloud and you can just it's a big server space there, and you can just with the different like it's just a desktop or which has everything CPU, which can host your everything on that server.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes, that's what is cloud computing. AWS is also one of the brand in the market for the cloud computing, and Salesforce is another brand. AWS provides different other services and Salesforce provides CRM-based services. Now, this is cloud computing. What happens earlier, since this cloud computing is new in the market, not been used too much by the companies in past 10 years, but now it is being used. And somewhat pandemic also gave a growth to the cloud computing because people cannot open up offices, but they still want to continue with their business and everything. So it gave a growth. Now, cloud computing, we also use on a daily basis. We use OneDrive, we use Google Drive, we use Microsoft Drive and everything. What we do in those drives, we just store our database, right? So that if we lose our phone or if our phone breaks, we can just log into our email ID and password and we get our contact numbers, phone numbers, and our messages, our application, what we used in on our other phone, and the other things, other settings, everything comes up through the Google Drive or OneDrive, and that's the cloud computing. We just entered our username and password, and everything up in my another phone. I really do not have to take a backup of the phone first and then transfer everything. No, nothing like that. Now it's really, really easy to get the data transferred from one to another. What is most important in the phone? It's contact list. And that's something earlier we used to take a backup and then transfer the data. Now we don't. Okay. So that's the cloud computing. I'm not saying cloud computing exactly does this, but cloud computing is storing the data. That's the functionality of cloud computing. The kind of data you want to store, the kind of activities you want to do, that is on you. Earlier, like I would not take like much earlier years, but it is 6, 7 years ago when Salesforce started. Much company don't know about it. They used to, when a person need to start a starter like a small business, they used to first take a pressure of putting the server up so that they can go ahead and manage their every IT infrastructure in their home, and that is really, really expensive. But using the Salesforce or using any cloud computing tool that can manage your data set will let you avoid that expensive structure of a server into the market. Okay, first of all, that is the benefit. Second, office space could be a very small one room and you can start from there. You really don't need those big office spaces where you can have a one big room of server and then rest of your office space. No, not needed. Third is the IT cost. IT people cost also saved by this cloud computing. Earlier it used to be like, okay, every company needs to have 10, 15 IT guys who can fix up the server, who can fix up the networking issue, who can fix up everything. We need those people, but now nothing like that. Okay, so small and medium businesses took a really benefit of Salesforce and taking a space of on a cloud computing so that they can run their business smoothly and they can do much more with the CRM based platforms. So I'm not saying this is the only platform. There are multiple platforms in the market. Microsoft have its own. Zoho is the one. So Oracle is the one. I mean, they also have one cloud computing tool. So there are too many softwares in the I mean, not softwares, the platforms of the CRM platforms. There are too many CRM platforms in the market. Why Salesforce? So Salesforce is actually one of the improvised company that itself in every 4 months. Okay, they always do some improvisation into uh, their security pattern, their software that helps them to be updated and not to outdated, and they try to keep the expectation need of I mean they try to meet the expectation of the clients of their customers. So they have such things that okay, if you have an idea how we can improvise more in the system, post this idea to our website. They have the section for the ideas. If we get more votes for your ideas, then we will try to implement it. And people does. Believe me, people give ideas, and those ideas I have seen implemented in Salesforce. It was not there earlier, but now it is there. Okay, so that's something they do every 4 in a month. How is it possible, Narayan? Can you just go to Zoom and check, because everybody can see my screen or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, but
So,
your voice is breaking.
My voice
so,
breaking?
Yes.
Very clear. Very clear. Voice is also good for me.
Very clear from my end.
it is clear. What I'm saying is I logged in with credentials like to developer.salesforce.com. Once I log in, I'm not seeing the screen that you are showing here. That setup.
Oh, okay. That's okay. That is not going to hurt you or anything. Okay. So this is actually, I'm into setup because this is my old account. So I keep on continuing working, but you must be seeing something like this. I'll show
Yeah, so the moment I can log in, right, I say I am not seeing that one. So I thought, I'm looking into different one.
you. No. That's okay. You're into the Salesforce, so you must be seeing something like this, right? Or something more different. What do you see on top left corner? Do you see sales or what do you see?
I see Salesforce developers, products, docs, and learn community blog, COVID-19, and those are the menu items for me.
Okay, can you click
Can I share my screen for a moment?
let me see if we can share. Let's share. Yeah, please try. Do you have rights to share the screen? You do. Perfect. Okay, just go to your name on top right corner. Do you see your top right corner?
Yes.
Yeah, my developer account. Login. I do not want to register my phone or remind me later, anything you want.
Yeah. I
Done?
think now, yes.
Good?
Thank you.
No problem.
That's what I see as well.
Oh, okay. Who all sees that screen? So now you know where to go.
Good.
Good. All right. Perfect. Sorry, where I was. Okay, so now you know why we use cloud computing into the business. Now, before I tell you the features of Salesforce, before I tell you more about the Salesforce, I just want to know that do you use OneDrive or Google Drive or any other like cloud application in your phones or in your daily activity?
Yes.
Yes, always,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
what you store over there? Pictures, phone numbers, I mean your contact list, pictures and all. Yes?
Most probably, yes.
Yeah. So when you store your pictures or phone numbers or contact list over there, as soon as you enter the username and password into your phone, and for the cloud, for the OneDrive or Google Drive, you get all things synced with your phone. Okay? It stores automatically into your phone, into your drives. Now, you really don't need your phone in order to access the data you stored on OneDrive. If you do not have your phone in your hand, you still can get into your account of OneDrive and see the pictures and phone numbers and any detail what you have stored onto the OneDrive. That's the beauty of the cloud computing. Means you really don't need that device where you initially stored the data on your cloud, but you just need you need to remember your username and password, and that's it. Okay, that's the beauty. Now you, I mean, I don't know. I have not started any startup earlier, but I can still think of that how much expensive a server room and IT team can to be the cost of the company. Okay, it's a very expensive thing, but Salesforce or cloud-based technology made it really easy first. Second, made it really reasonable for the people to think about more their business and to start their business, and make it more interactive with the customer also. Okay, with these applications you can interact with the customer as well. It is not like your only internal thing. It is nothing like that. It is going to be your internal stuff also, and the external stuff as well. Okay, you can still talk to your clients directly from the application as well. Earlier the CRM used to be like okay, internal stuff. You store your data, you store everything what your company wants to store in there, but no interaction with the client through that application. But here is not that story. You can interact with the client directly from here. Okay, that's the cloud. Salesforce is it's a really great platform where you start, because first thing first, Salesforce provides certifications. Okay, and that values a lot in the market. If you own any 1 or 2 certification of the Salesforce, you have a great value in the market in terms of your career. Okay, even if you do not hold any certification and you have done your trailblazers, that also value your market. I mean, that also gives a great profile to you, because you can still mention this thing that you are a ranger on, not ranger, I mean, you are on these badges, you earn these badges in Salesforce Trailhead, and they can check whether you earn these badges or not onto your profile. Okay, so this is something which you can show it to them and mention in your resume. It is no problem that okay, now you cannot mention whether you do the trailhead or no, you can mention it. This is the beauty. They allow you to mention it, and company do consider if you really good with your concepts. Okay, in that case also you need to be clear with your concepts, because exam or trailhead or trailblazer, if either of these you have done, you need to be good with your concepts. Exams obviously way more than the trailheads, but if you have done trailheads also and you have earned good badges in there, then still you are good to go in the market. Yeah.
I have a question. What is the difference between Trailhead and I don't know, what are the options that are there? What is the difference?
The difference between trailhead and the exam?
Trail and I mean the exam is gonna be about Trailhead, right?
No.
Oh, okay. So I think that I'm not following that.
No, the exam is not about trailheads. Exam is a different story, and the trailhead is something which is a help platform which Salesforce have provided and to get you prepare for the exam actually.
Okay.
Okay. Trailhead is like a helping kit for you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem. All right. So now, from my side, this is it. Amuli, do you want to add on something?
No, Dimka, that's fine.
That's fine. Perfect. So guys, actually, I just want to start with the introduction of Salesforce. So a few things which I'm going to talk about related to the Salesforce and the words which we're going to use this about Salesforce. You need to make sure that you by heart those words. You remember those words all the time, because I'll be using those words only. And Salesforce strictly says that, okay, if you want to use my tool and if you want to sit for an exam or the interview, you have to know what these words means in Salesforce. You cannot use any another word apart from these ones. Okay, table is not gonna be the word in Salesforce at all. Those who are from the development side, we don't use table word at all into the Salesforce. Okay, so the words which I'm gonna tell you, the things which I'm going to tell you, please follow them properly. Any doubts, any problem come across your way, let me know about it. And secondly, my way of teaching is not through PPT. I have already shared the workbooks with Ravi and Murli. So you'll be receiving the workbook after we have another 1 week of class. So like next week, after next week, start receiving the workbook. Initially, I want to see that how you people understand if there's pattern needs to be changed or if there's any issue with this pattern which I'm teaching, because I don't use PPTs. I never use PPTs, but yes, there may be few things which I may say that, okay, we'll discuss it in another class or we'll talk about it later on. So in that case, you have to make a note of it and let me know. Otherwise, I also make a note of it, because in my last batch, it happened that I told them, okay, we'll discuss it on later on. Then I kind of skipped on it, but they reminded me, okay, this is something you need to discuss it later on. You told us. So then we discussed about it. Now, just make a note of it. I'll also make a note of it, and we'll make sure that we are ready. Okay. And then in this case, one more thing, the workbooks which I'm going to provide you, they are going to be sufficient enough for you to practice out initially. But later on, I'm also in favor of doing trailblazers. Just go ahead and start doing trailblazers afterwards, after the training complete. Because currently, if you study those trailblazers, it will be like a bouncer for you, because the words they use, that's not really simple, and it's a break. You do not have any basic knowledge right now, so they're using the different words under trailblazers. Okay, so once we are done with the training, then you can start trailblazers, and then you can start practicing more with the trailblazers. That gives you more things. Third thing, I'll be giving you practical scenarios, which will help you out in learning more and doing the things more into Salesforce. Okay. Any doubt, any question, anything you want to talk about?
Varsha, I have a question.
Yep, please go ahead.
You said we can use Salesforce to talk to the outside vendors. That's right?
Yeah, you can talk to your outside customers. Yes.
Customers. Do they have to be on the same Salesforce cloud, or they can be on any cloud?
No, not any cloud. They don't have to be on any of the cloud.
Okay.
It's their inbox, their email address. So you'll get to know about it later on.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Any more question? All right, guys. So for today, actually, I have another meeting also starting in 6 minutes. So, Holly, do you want to continue?
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. For today, Molly, structure, the Lightning and Classic. There are two environments, Lightning and Classic, and the words we use into the Salesforce. That's it. Because I do not want to start with too many things in our first day. We will start next week onwards with the application creation once you get the workbooks. Ravi, you there? I believe Ravi is not there.
Yeah, he's joining.
He's joining. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's wait for 5 minutes. Okay. So, Mulli and Gauri, can you just ask Ravi to share? Okay, Ravi is there. Hey, Ravi. Hi, Ravi. Ravi, can you hear me? Not sure.
I'm muted actually. Okay, yeah. Okay. I can hear you.
Ravi, I have another meeting actually lined up at 8:30. So in 5 minutes, I'll be leaving the session. Can you do one thing? Can you share the initial workbook, the first workbook with all of them?
Yeah, I can share them with them. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the force.com platform one. Okay. So yeah, that's the workbook they need to start with, And
Yeah.
currently, I mean, Murli will give them basic words and everything. So we did the introduction of the cloud computing, and now Murli will take it up and give the name of the whatever the name we use into the Salesforce. And next Thursday we line up with the same time. I mean, like half an hour earlier. And next Thursday's session is going to be for 90 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, okay, definitely. And that's what I mentioned, that because this weekend we are going to take off because of the Diwali, actually, okay?
Yeah, can you give them first session recording
Yeah.
from the earlier batch? I'm not saying that they need to follow exactly that recording.
Yeah, and I given them that one and the first two recordings also, and most of them I given them one recording, and the demo and the day one and day two also I given them as a sample.
Okay, no problem. Just give them the recording so that they can just go through it. I'm not saying they need to really follow it. We are gonna still discuss everything in the class, but on Thursday. Is that okay?
Okay,
Next
okay,
Thursday.
that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So Murli, please do continue, and I need to rush for another call. I'm sorry, guys, for that. And I'll be joining again on Thursday. We'll sit on it. We'll discuss the issues if you come across any. And you'll be getting the recording and the workbook during this weekend. Please look into the book. I'm not saying start with it. Just look into it. Nothing to start yet. And then we'll start properly from next Thursday. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you so much, guys.
And,
Happy
and happy
Diwali.
Diwali and happy Diwali. And I'll get back to you today afternoon, little bit in the afternoon. Okay, thanks.
No problem. Happy Diwali to all.
Happy Diwali to
Thank
you.
you, Devika. Happy Diwali.
Deepika.
Happy Diwali.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Devika. Happy Diwali.
Bye.
Happy Diwali.
Same to you guys. Bye.
Hey guys, Murali here. I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, please let me know once you're able to view my screen.
Yes, I can.
Thank you. So we have two versions in Salesforce. For the one is a Lightning version, and the second one is a Classic version. So now we are in Lightning version of the Salesforce. And before this, I just want to explain what is CRM. So basically, Salesforce is a cloud-based CRM. CRM is nothing but a customer relationship management. So it's a technology for managing all the organization's relationships and interactions with the customers. The main goal of the CRM is to improve the business relationships. So to maintain the customer's data, the business persons will use the Salesforce. So it's nothing but one of the CRMs. And CRM helps the company to maintain relationship with the individual people, including the customers, users, and suppliers, and all these people. So it also helps in marketing and finding the new customers and winning the business and even supporting them. So this is basically to maintain the relationship with the customers, and who are all the customers we have, and who are the future customers, and what are the interactions that we have done with the customers, and everything. What are the transactions we have done with the customers? So to maintain the customers' data, we use the CRM, and Salesforce is the cloud-based CRM. So if I have a business, so I don't need to save my data in my own systems and in my own computers. I don't have to maintain the server. I don't have to maintain the database, and I don't have to maintain the software. So everything will be provided by Salesforce. Okay, so here, so this is a Salesforce Lightning version, and these are the applications that we have in Salesforce. So let's say I'm going to a service application. Here, this is the application, and this is the app launcher. If you want to switch from one application to another application, you can just select any application here. You can just switch from one application to another application. And these are all the tabs that we have in the under this service application. Okay. And let me switch to Classic first. So this is the Lightning version of the Salesforce. And to switch the Classic version, see here, you can see the profile icon here. You have to click on this. And at the down, you can see the link, switch to Salesforce Classic. So if you click on this link, yeah, you will be switched to Classic version. This is the Classic version of the Salesforce. And the Lightning, this is the older version actually. And Lightning is the new version. But for admin, mostly the work will be done in the Classic version. So we don't have to switch to Salesforce Lightning again and again. But we'll explain about the Lightning version as well. And mainly the Lightning version is to improve the performance whenever it will be useful for the developers more. See, to switch to Lightning version from the Classic, you can see the button here. Switch to Lightning Experience. So if you click on this link,
Excuse me.
so you'll be redirected to the Lightning version. So these are the two versions of the Salesforce. Okay, I'm switching back to Salesforce Classic.
Hey, Murli, Raja here. So, can we restrict the user to switching this experience? If I want to restrict the user to Lightning, do it using administration privileges?
Yes, we'll explain that about later on. So it will be too early to discuss about that.
No, I'm just asking whether we can do it or not.
Yeah, it's depend upon the version actually. Some like let's say you're asking, hello?
Yeah.
You're asking whether we can restrict the user to switch to Lightning experience.
Yes, I'm asking, whether we can make a user, if he's in Classic and will not allow him to go to Lightning. If he's in Lightning, will not allow him to.
Generally, the Lightning purpose is that is the user friendly. So we don't do that generally. So the main purpose of the Lightning is that should be the user friendly, and one more thing, that will be the in terms of performance. So it will be very fast compared to Classic. So we don't do that generally, but I don't think so we can restrict a user to switch from Classic to Lightning.
Thank you.
And here you can see the applications. So we have the service application here, right? So there are different applications for Lightning and for Classic. So you can just differentiate the applications. So you can have a specific application only for the Classic, apart from the Lightning. So you can do that. But user, I don't think so we can restrict.
Okay, thank you.
And here, if you see Classic, here we have the list of applications. And in the Lightning, if you go to the Lightning, you'll be having an app launcher icon here. So if you click on this, here you'll be having the applications. If you click on the view all, so it will show all the applications here. So you can switch to any of the application. If I click on sales, see here you can see it will be switched to sales application. And coming to Classic, now I have a sales application. If I click on service, then it is moved to service application. So these are all the objects that we have under this service application. So the main terms we have in Salesforce is application. So these are all the applications, and then tabs. These are all the tabs: accounts, contacts, cases, solutions, reports, and dashboards. And objects. So here account is an object actually. So if you to view the records, to view what is the data that we have in accounts or contacts or cases. So to view that, we have to use the tabs. So these are all the objects basically. And to view the objects data, we have to add the tabs here by using this plus symbol. So I'm just saying the terminology, what we use in this course: applications, objects, tabs. And here, this is the most important link, that is a setup. So if you click on this, you will be redirected to this page. And here, you'll be having all the stuff that you have to do and in entire this course. So you have to do everything from here. So here, so it's too early. Okay, I'm just letting you know the terminology. So these are all the applications that we have in Salesforce, and these are all the tabs, and these are the objects as well. So account is an object, and to view the accounts data, we use this tab. And this is the setup link. Okay, let me open a notepad. The first one is application, tab, object. And in object, we'll be having different fields. So let me take a look into account. So if you open this account, this specific account, so we'll be having different fields. Like if you have any idea about any database or any Excel sheet, so if we have any table, then we'll be having a different columns to store the data. Right? So these are all the columns: account owner, account name, parent account number. So these are all the columns that we have under this account object. So object is nothing but a table. Okay, and an object will have the fields. So we call these columns as the fields in Salesforce. And setup, we use this. This is the terminology that we use in Salesforce mostly. And okay, as of now, we use this terminology. So later on, we'll be using what is the profile and what are the roles and everything. So any questions so far? Okay.
Murali, this is Raja. So I have another question. Like,
yeah.
So creating a user. So this is again going back to the access controls, right? So
okay.
So will there be any one who's having a super user access, or you know, every user is a super user in this Salesforce environment?
No, users are nothing but who uses the Salesforce for their business. And this coming to super user in the sense, the user who is having all the accesses, you're asking?
Yes, sir.
So that user will be, say, system administrator. So system administrator will be having access to everything. So he can do anything in Salesforce. And he provides the remaining users the access. So he can restrict the access, he can provide the access and everything. So he'll do that by using the profiles and roles. So that is that comes under the security. So we'll be discussing about that later on. So here the super user will be the system administrator.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Just I'm thinking of in the high level where like
yes, coming to business. Yeah, let me explain this. Coming to business. So for every business, there will be a marketing representatives and sales representatives, sales managers, and VP and everything. So these are all the persons who are using the Salesforce. So they are just the users. So they don't have much knowledge about Salesforce. But here, the system admin will create them and provide the access regarding these objects and everything. So regarding the objects and data. So the system administrator will provide the access to them. So here, the admin is the super user.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions?
Could you please show the block notes that you had, please?
Sorry.
Could you please show the block notes, the notes that you were taking?
The
Notepad. Yeah.
The notepad. That's the word. Application.
So this is the application. So application is nothing but here. So when you click on this arrow mark on right side corner, so these are the applications that we have in Salesforce. So every application will be having the tabs. And if I select the sales application here, so you can see the tabs. The tabs will be changed from here. See, you have a lot of tabs now. So these are all the tabs under this specific application. This is the main for whenever we log into Salesforce. So we have to switch to the application on which we are working. So this is the application, and under this application, we'll be having different tabs. And these are all the tabs: chatter, campaign, leads, accounts, contacts, and opportunities, and everything.
All that tabs or objects, right?
Objects, yeah. So tab is nothing but to view the data. When we click on this one, so this is the tab. Now we are in the contacts tab. But this is the object. So to view the data, from that specific object, we use a tabs. We create a tab and we have to add into this tab bar. So we call this as a tab bar.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the object. So here the contact, let's say the contacts. So here this is the object, and we have this is the data. Let me open this. Yeah, this is all the data that we have under this contacts tab. Okay. So to view this data, we use we have to create a tab for contacts, and then we have to add the tab to this tab bar. And that's about the object and fields. When we open any contact, let's say I'm opening just trim bar. If I open that specific record, here you can see contact owner, name, account name, title, department, and here phone, mobile, under the phone, and everything. So these are all the fields that we have under this object. So this is the terminology that we use. We don't use the columns in some databases, in MySQL or Oracle. So we use columns, but here we use the fields. This is the terminology.
Field is gonna be something similar to columns.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
And here the setup. So setup. This is the main link that we use in this course. So setup is the link to move to a specific. Let's say we have to create a user. So if I am in the contacts tab, so from here, from this page, I cannot create a user. So we have to go to setup, and here we'll be getting the options under administer, build, and everything. So here we have to click on the users and create the user. So to do everything, whatever we are doing. So to do that, we have to go to setup, then we have to find the action from here.
That would be like switching over different databases, isn't it?
Not different databases. You're asking about the applications?
Yeah, different applications, right? Yeah.
Yes, different. The applications will be having different objects. So under the sales application, we are having this accounts, contacts, leads, and order, solutions, products, price books. So this application is using all these objects. So these are all the objects belong to this application, and we can use the same same objects in another application as well. So it's just a collection of objects. Application is nothing but a collection of objects. And if we switch to say service application, here again you can see accounts and contacts. So these are the common objects that we have in sales and service applications. So application is nothing but a collection of objects, and you can see the cases and solutions. So you don't find these objects under the sales application. If we switch to sales, you don't find, sorry, I have added this cases, but this is not a part of the sales application. Okay. So to switch the application, here you have to select that application. So you have to select this drop down and you have to select the specific application. Any more questions?
Yeah, I have a question, Modi.
Yeah.
So when you subscribe for the first time for the Salesforce,
okay,
meaning I'm a new vendor, I'm starting a new company and I would like to use Salesforce. So when I subscribe, what tabs I get and what applications come standard? Or do I have to subscribe for each one of them to see all the applications and the tabs?
So here, these are all the standard applications except this recruiting.
Okay.
So other than recruiting on central library, so the remaining are the standard applications that you get in Salesforce. Let me switch to Lightning Experience. Yeah, other than this recruiting Lightning, all other applications are the standard applications that are provided by Salesforce.
Same thing with the tabs too, that's right? So all the tabs connected to the application.
Yes. Yeah. So they will provide for, say, let's say for sales applications, what are the objects that are needed. So you'll get all the objects under this sales application by default. So these are all the applications and objects and tabs. So those are all provided by the Salesforce. So basically that is a CRM, right? So they know which object is useful for which application. So they'll just add all the application, so all the objects under that application by default. So you'll get all of them. If you want to make any further changes, if you want some any more objects, or if you want any more application, and if you want to add any other tab, then you have to
customize.
Create it. Yeah, you have to create. You can just create the custom application or custom objects.
Are they too restricted to customize, or Salesforce will allow you to customize the way you want?
Yeah, Salesforce allows us to customize.
Okay,
we can use Salesforce however we want.
Okay, it's not like SAP then.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions? Okay, yeah, just remember this terminology. So this is the main terminology that we use in Salesforce. And going forward, we'll be working with the profiles, roles, and everything. So it's too early to explain what is a profile and role. So this is the basic terminology that we use in Salesforce. If you don't have any questions, then we can close for today.
Actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
Like Devika said, if we are enter our original Gmail ID in username, so it will be difficult to in future. So what kind of difficulties, and I just want to know that thing.
Yeah, that we'll explain while we are discussing about the users.
Oh, okay.
So you'll get confused.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you explain what is the homework for us for today?
So we just have to create the account. I think all of you done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can just. So you'll be by default you'll be getting into Salesforce Lightning version. So you can just switch to Salesforce Classic.
I think Ravit's sharing workbook and some videos with them. They have to follow.
Okay, then you can you have to go to the first two videos. First 2 or 3 videos.
He will share with you all.
and you can just explore what is sales and service and marketing and all these applications and what are the objects that you have under that specific application. You can just explore them. So it's too early to give more assignment. You can just go through the videos that are provided by Ravi. I think he already provided, or else he will provide. You can go through the first few videos. Any more questions?
I just missed, like, I am just seeing the lightning version. I'm not seeing the classic one. How do I do that again? Sorry.
Yeah. On top right corner, you can see the profile icon. You have to click on that icon.
Okay.
Then at the bottom, you can see the switch to Salesforce Classic link. You have to click on that link. Any more questions?
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, guys. That's all for today.
Thank you.
How do you log out?
Thank you, Murli.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you, Murli. Happy Diwali, everyone. Bye.
Happy Diwali.
Yeah, happy
Diwali,
Diwali.
Murli. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Murli.
Good night.